PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 20th day of July. James Spann here. Doesn't feel like mid-July, does it? Record lows all over the place this morning. Let's look at some of the shots this afternoon. That sky looks more like fall right there. That's the sky cam coming from Decatur. Haze, not much of it. Excellent visibility, just a few flat cumulus clouds in the sky. Of course, down below, that's the Tennessee River. From Mount Cheaha, what a great place to be on a day like today. They're in the 70s at mid-afternoon. Are you kidding me? And that's with bright sunshine and low humidity. Pretty much the same sky down in Chilton County. That's the view from Clanton looking back to the east. And once again, we can thank that nice trough over the east for delivering this continental air down into the deep south, making for an incredibly comfortable day. Look at the temperatures, only in the 70s over the Tennessee Valley, and 70s extend all the way to the Canadian border, and really you have to get into South Texas around the Rio Grande or the desert Southwest to find the intense summer heat. And look at that. Now, these are 1 o'clock observations, but still, I mean, come on, we're talking 79 in Birmingham at 1 o'clock on a July afternoon with the sun shining. No way. But it's happening. In Tuscaloosa, 85, and of course we established many new record lows. You can check the blog for the numbers. As cool as 49 this morning at DeSoto State Park up in northeast Alabama. Active convection today and tonight, east and west of here. Slight risk around Asheville and Raleigh-Durham in North Carolina. And a risk all the way from near San Antonio to Sioux City and Sioux Falls. That includes much of the nation's heartland out there. And they could use that rain. There's the QPF chart, heaviest rain, if this is right. And this, by the way, valid through Saturday morning at 7. Places like Tulsa and Wichita with 2.5 to 3 inches. Amounts here relatively light, and we've got kind of a different look this week on this run, as you'll see. And if this run is correct, it will not be that wet for the next 5 days. Tropical wave coming into the Windward Islands this morning, or this afternoon. That's the view of 97L. Nothing organized, and boy, it's going to be fighting some pretty nasty shear. It's 50 knots of shear out in the Caribbean. And again, looking at that, you have to figure that conditions are certainly not favorable for that thing to grow. In fact, if anything, it's probably going to fizzle out in the Caribbean. But as always, we'll watch it. Modeling, the ones that carry it, the dynamic models, you've got the BAM medium, which takes it into the Yucatan Channel, BAM shallow into Miami, BAM deep into Mexico. But again, whether it even gets past the Eastern Caribbean, very much in doubt. Now, let's look at this run here. A little different. This is the 12Z GFS at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Tuesday. Pretty good look at Vortmax coming through Memphis. And down below that, we've got a strong surface low developing near Harrison, Arkansas. And some hint that we might see a few showers into northwest Alabama tomorrow evening. For now, we're going to leave it dry for tomorrow, and we'll fine-tune that tomorrow morning if we need to. And Wednesday, the surface low moves up to near Indianapolis, and the trailing front comes in here with a pretty decent chance of showers and storms on Wednesday. But by golly, this latest run gives that front enough push to make it all the way down into South Alabama. And why not? It's been that kind of month. Rarely ever happens in July, but boy, it's been happening a lot this year. And if this is right, we get into a new surge of dry air Thursday, and by golly, the dry air settles in here Friday. So we might lean in this direction, playing up a pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms at midweek on Wednesday, and then seeing the drying trend on Thursday and Friday. And look at Saturday, starting off the weekend. Still got a deep trough over the eastern half of the nation. The 594 heat bubble is back over the southwest. And if this is right, we got another cold front coming at us. Surface low over around Chicago with the trailing front down to about Memphis. And Sunday, the front eases in here and begins to stall out. And Monday of next week, the front stalls just north of here. At some point, these fronts are not going to make it. We know that. I mean, come on, we're not even to August yet. But so for the weekend, I think we'll just mention a chance of scattered showers and storms and fine-tune that as we go. Into the forecast period, August the 5th. Now, that looks more like August there. Kind of hot over the whole eastern half of the nation. A trough out west where they've had the ridge. This is suggesting they'll have a trough. But understand, this is model output. Whole thing might flip on the next run. We know that. But if that's right, it would be hot, muggy, and a few spots maybe catching a storm. You know that forecast. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.